Okay. All right, guys. I think we are ready to go. So is everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
All
Sure.
right.
No.
All right. Without further ado, here we go. Welcome to Blindsides, a new discovery platform for emerging actors and writers from different parts of the country to act out scenes online and in front of a different special guest industry judge in an effort to gain valuable feedback on their craft, more exposure, and ultimately get discovered. My name is Kevin Marable,
And I'm Jessica Mifflin.
and today we have three talented individuals with us from three different regions. One at a time, I'll have you come forward, state your name, where you're from, and what you do, please. And we will begin with ladies first. Jasmine. Jasmine, please tell us where you're from.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Shanice. I am from Dallas, Texas, and I'm an actress. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm just a lover of life.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for joining. And next we have Jonathan.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Williams. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. By day, I'm an IT professional, and by night, I'm actor. And I actually just wrote, produced, and directed my very first short film. So
Oh, wow.
excited about it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
Nice. And last but not least, we have Fisher Reeves. Fisher, please let us know where you're from.
Yes, sir. My name is Fisher Reeves. I go by my last name, Reeves.
Okay.
I am originally from Greensboro, North Carolina, but I currently live in the great city of New York,
Nice.
where I am a full-time creative cinematographer, photographer, and director as well.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. Nice. And okay, today our special guest is an actress, writer, and director. She has been in a number of your favorite TV shows and films such as 6 Feet Under, Soul Food, The Replacement Killers, The Shield, ER, NYPD Blue, Lincoln Heights, Shameless, NCIS, SWAT, and will be starring in the upcoming film Night Patrol. Her brand new film, Summer of Violence, in which she wrote, directed, and produced, has won awards via the film festival circuit and also was released in theaters and is now available on video on demand. She runs her brand Elevate Creative Talents that teaches TV and film courses to her community, and her next free webinar on everything you need to know about creating pitch decks is on February 8th. Make sure you sign up. We have with us none other than the amazing Nikki Michaud. Nikki, welcome to Blindsides.
Oh man, thank you, Kevin. I got to record that. That was awesome.
Yes.
Who is that girl? Wow, she's awesome.
Yes.
You got to have somebody else tell you.
Right. Sometimes you don't even realize how much you've done, right? So
Yeah.
that's amazing. You've done so much, and it's a pleasure, and we're truly grateful to have you on to share some time and give back to the acting and writing community. Thank you so much.
I am really just so excited to see the work. I'm really excited, and I love you guys at this platform you've created, an opportunity for artists to be seen and showcased. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Thank you so much. Now we're gonna go ahead and get started, but before we do, Reeves, if you don't mind, kind of setting up the premise of your scene that you submitted, so that way Nikki has an idea as to what she's about to witness.
Of course. Yeah, so the title of this, the title of this scene, I guess, is called No Place Like Home. It's basically about two siblings, Jamie and Lena, who face a tense confrontation over how to care for their mother who is succumbing to Alzheimer's. Jamie is a devoted son, but is overwhelmed, insists on keeping her at home, while Lena, who is more so practical, but also stretched thin, advocates for professional care. So like their emotional exchange reveals the profundities of guilt, love, and sacrifice, forcing them to kind of confront the fragile bonds of family and the difficult reality of letting go.
Awesome, and well put. I mean, I know you wrote it, but yeah, you explained it very well as well.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yes. All right. Jonathan and Jasmine, are you guys ready?
Ready?
All right. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. I will count down from three and we will begin on action. Okay. You guys ready? Here we go. In three, two, one, action.
So that's it. We pack up mom's life and hand her over to the strangers.
Jamie, stop being dramatic.
Dramatic. She's our mother.
And she's sick. She needs round the clock work, not this.
What's this, Lena? Her home? Her family?
It's us drowning, Jamie. All right, look at you. You're exhausted.
Oh, come on now. You care? You're barely here.
Because I'm working 2 jobs and I'm raising kids.
And I'm raising mom every day, watching her forget who I am, forgetting who she is.
You think that doesn't hurt me too?
Like, you don't stick around long enough to find out.
God, Jamie, why do you always act like I'm the enemy here? I'm trying.
By what? Checking out brochures and calling it a day?
No, by finding a solution that doesn't leave both of us broken.
A solution, really? This isn't a math problem, Lena. It's mom. She's not a chore that you can just outsource.
And she is not a weight that you have to let go alone, but you won't let me help you.
Help? You call this help? Barging in here with your ready-made plan?
Because I'm scared, Jamie. I see what this is doing to you and to us. And I don't know how much longer this can go on, Jamie.
She called me dad yesterday.
Jamie,
What happens when she doesn't remember us at all?
then we remind her every day.
I'll
And
think about that.
oh, I'm sorry. Was that
It's
cut
all
right
right.
there? Was that it? Was that the end of the
Couple of
scene?
lines.
I'm sorry.
There was 2 more lines.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know
They
if
have
they
to say scene.
Yes.
They have to say scene.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I apologize, guys. I don't know if there was a lag for you all. There was like a slight lag for me, so that's why I was
Yeah.
asking. I didn't know if that's why
I think Jonathan's, for me, Jonathan had a lag.
Mhm.
got it. Okay. I apologize, guys. Yeah. All right. Let's just go ahead and ask. How did everybody feel about their performance for the first take?
I felt, you know how something like that happens with the technology and you disconnect because you're waiting for the thing. I feel I could have threaded the connection while waiting. But yeah, just we have 2 more takes, so just being more present the next take.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me.
Okay. And Jonathan, what are your thoughts?
For me, it's the delay. I wasn't for sure if my screen had frozen or if it was a pregnant pause, if you will. So I was just kind of waiting, feeling myself out without trying to step on, the line. So I was just giving it an extra second or two.
Mhm.
But hopefully, whatever it is straightens itself out so we
Yeah.
can jump right on those lines.
Yeah, with this, of course, there's always going to be technology blips here and there, and I apologize for intervening at the tail end of the scene. To me, it just seemed like it was a long enough pause. I didn't know if the scene was at the end or not. Reeves, what were your thoughts
Sure.
on how the 2 actors, how
Sure.
Jasmine and Jonathan did?
Yeah, I mean, despite the lag, I feel like everyone was kind of locked into the intention of what the scene meant and like the gravity of the situation. You have the characters, you have two people who were both raised by this same person, but they both lived their lives differently. So someone's come with one mindset of, hey, let's be practical about this. We can't sustain this lifestyle forever. And another one's like, no, but this is our mom. Like, we have to take care of her like she took care of us. And I feel like both of you guys, both Jasmine and Jonathan, understood the intention behind the emotion with that. So I really enjoyed that. Then the only thing that I will say, I mean, just there is a lag, but like just each line, just like pace it out, take the time a little bit more, like nuance the emotion a little bit. But other than that, that was a great first run.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jessica, do you have anything that you wanted to mention?
I think they did a good job in the beginning. I do feel like it went kind of fast, like Reeves had said. Jasmine, I think you did a good job with the lag going in on your part. You know what I mean? So it didn't like stop you. So yeah, you guys did a good job. I want to see, the second take.
Yeah, absolutely. Nikki, what are your thoughts on their performances, and also
Yes.
Reeves writing too? I know that that's an important piece of this as well. So what were your thoughts?
Well, let's take it one piece at a time. First of all, congratulations, guys, everybody. It's
Yes.
a really big deal to show up and put yourself out there. It takes a lot of courage. So I just want to applaud you. And first off, Jasmine and Jonathan, you both did, I think, really good jobs. You both understand the world, you understand the character, and you understand where you are in it. So what I want to talk about is how to go a little bit deeper with it. I don't know if this is something that you guys do when you're doing Zoom performances, but I don't want you should never feel locked in to sitting or because with your locked in with your headphones, you need to create the world. So Jonathan, I felt like you were kind of, I don't know if the script's right in front of you. I don't know if you have the lines, but I feel like you can be a little freer. I feel like I want to feel you in your mother's room. Is your mother right there? Is she in the room next door? Are you guys in the kitchen? So I want to feel, so what you have to do when you're doing Zoom work is you have to create the whole world. And if it's real for you, it'll be real for us. So that's a little bit of an elevation from what I'm understanding, we're not doing a table read. We're trying to kind of give this life and kind of put it up on its feet. So I would want you to lift it up a little bit because right now we're a little bit of a table read. I would want to kind of elevate it a little bit and put yourself in the world, put yourself in the room. So what room are you guys? Where are you? Where's your mother in relationship to where you are? You guys have never talked before, right?
No.
Right. So that's a question that you guys can answer for yourself. Is she in earshot? Which changes how you have this conversation.
Yes.
What time of the day is it for you? So Jonathan, since your character is the one doing the primary caretaking, is it when does she bother to come over? Is it 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night? You just got mom put down and you're just exhausted? What time of the day is it? Where are you? Where are you in your day? You know what I'm saying? So because that informs so much about the scene. And then Jasmine, I thought you did this a little bit better. I could definitely feel a little bit more sense of place from you, but I think you could do more of like, where are we? Are we like, is it the kitchen? Is it the bedroom? Because it changes your behavior. And what are you doing? Now, I know a lot of times when we have these scenes, we're coming in and we're talking, but we're coming in and we're doing something. Even if it's not written on the page, what are we doing? Are you here to give him money, to get money, to give him the insurance information? What do you know what I'm saying? Like, and Reeves, this is something to think about when you're writing these types of scenes. Like, what do they need? What's happening right now? Is Reeves frozen?
No,
I can't tell.
He's still here.
Or is it me?
It might be it might just be the signal, but you're still here. We can all hear you.
So this is something, I'm not really thinking about the writing too much at this point, but it's just something we think about. One thing to think about as we're scripting is what are they doing? Like what are they doing in the scene? So we just don't have talking heads, especially when we do drama. I mean, trust me, I got a whole movie of a lot of talking. So this is something I'm always thinking about. Like, what are we doing? Because the actor's job is to activate the scene. right?
Mhm.
And if it's not on the page, am I here or am I frozen?
You're here.
Yeah.
You're here.
Okay, cool. And if it's not on the page, actors, we need to think of something. Even if it's not there, we need to decide what's my moment before? What am I bringing into this scene? So I say all that to say, this is going to sound a little contradictory. I want you to think about raising the stakes of what's happening with mom. You know, there's some imminent something happening for Jasmine, for you. Does she need to be moved into a facility or else? You know, did she just get picked up by the police because she wandered out of the house and he can't keep up with her? And this move needs to happen right now. And so I want to raise the stakes, and I want you to play against it. Does that make sense? So the stakes are inside, it's internal. Okay. What the need to solve your mom, to solve this problem for your mom, to take care of your mom, all that love you have is all internal. But don't get caught, don't let it send you into a yelling trap. So I want you to play. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you can have the emotion without, like, because any type of really high dramatic scene can be a trap of this big thing, this big outward emotional explosion. Not that you don't get there, but you have to earn that. And you earn that by living it, rooted deep in the moment in your gut. Like, where have you been in your life when you're in this position, right? Root yourself in that. And then you'll find where it just explodes naturally. Because you don't want to be at 10 the whole scene. Does that make sense? Like, in terms of volume, we're not going to have a screaming match.
Yes.
But I need that intensity. Like, if we don't get this together, mom is going to go. It has to be that important. So does that make sense? What I'm
Yes.
describing there? I know I talked a lot.
No, you
I
gave
talked a lot.
you gave a lot of great pointers. You put on your writer hat and your director hat, and also from the acting standpoint as well. You really gave us all three, and you know, was able to explain it in a way to where they have more insight as to how they should approach it. So hopefully that was very helpful for Jasmine and Jonathan, and you know, we'll see how they.
But I don't really have much to say about the writing at this point. I want to listen
Okay.
to them do it again,
Okay.
because I think what you've written, Reeves, is just a great,
Yeah.
you know, sibling dynamic here. It's really, really great. I just want to see what else they do with it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, are you guys ready for episode? Are you ready for take 2? All right.
Yes.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, action.
So that's it. We just pack up mom's life and hand her over to strangers?
Jamie, stop being so dramatic.
Dramatic. Dramatic. She's our mother.
She's sick. She needs around the clock care, not this.
What do you mean by this, Lena? You mean her home? Her family?
It's us drowning, Jamie. Look at you. You're exhausted.
Oh, now you care. You're barely here.
Because I'm raising 2 kids and working full time, okay?
And I'm raising mom every day. I'm watching her forget who I am. Forget who she is.
You don't think that hurts me too?
Well, you don't stick around long enough to find out.
Jamie, why do you always act like I am the enemy? I'm trying here.
By what? Just checking out brochures and calling it a day?
No, I'm trying to find a solution that doesn't leave both of us broken, okay?
A solution, really? This isn't a math problem. Lena is mom. And she's not a chore you can just outsource.
And she's not a weight that you have to carry alone. But you won't let me help you.
Help? You call this help? Barging in here with your ready-made plans?
Because I'm scared, Jamie. I see what this is doing to you, to us, and I don't know how much longer we can do this.
You know, she called me dad the other day.
Jamie,
What happens? What happens when she doesn't remember us at all?
that we make her remember. Okay? Every day, Jamie.
Okay, I'll think about the home.
That's all I'm asking.
And scene. Good job, guys. Very good. Very good.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
Nikki, if you want to add a few more things here, I know I said we would go from take 2 right into take 3, but if you had anything to state here, you
First
could.
of all, I would be done. I'd be moving on to the next scene. That was just a gorgeous take. Jonathan, you lagged. I got your vocal quality was right there, but I couldn't see your image. I don't know if that was only for me, but vocally it was right on point. Jasmine, that was such beautiful work. Such beautiful work. I would just the only thing, I mean, first of all, it was gorgeous, and it really moved me emotionally. I don't know if anybody else was moved, but I was really moved by the scene. And Reeves, now we can talk about your writing. It's gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
so gorgeous. Well, because now, do you see the difference when they're in their intention? You can hear things
Yes.
differently. You can hear it now. I hear the beats you wrote. I heard and I heard where the explosion came in the scene. And Jasmine, you made me feel, I could feel Mom and that was nearby. And the only thing I would say, Jasmine, is first of all, it's perfect. It was beautiful. I would take it any day of the week. You went back to your original action at the end, and I think that what he admits that she called him dad, that should change you, and it changes. It should change you and probably lean into him a little more so that you just don't go back to what you were doing before. So you're feeling for him because he starts off as he's part of the problem. This that he's doing this, which was beautiful, by the way. The way you hit that, just beautiful, and the way you gave us a sense of place. I mean, whew, you guys, good stuff. Reeves, come on, Reeves, gorgeous.
Excellent
Thank
writing.
you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right. Without further ado, guys, we will go into take 3, and then we will circle back for final thoughts, okay? Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, action.
So that's it. We just pack up Mom's life and hand her over to strangers?
Jamie, stop being dramatic.
Dramatic? She's our mother.
And she's sick. She needs round-the-clock care, not this.
This? What's this? Lena, her home? Her family?
She's drowning, okay? We are drowning. Look at you. You are exhausted.
Oh, now you care. I mean, you're barely here.
Because I'm working 2 jobs and raising kids.
And I'm raising Mom. Every day. Watching her forget who I am. Forgetting who she is.
You don't think that pains me too?
You don't stick around long enough to find out.
God, Jamie, why do you always act like I am the enemy? I am trying.
By what, Lena? I'm just checking out brochures and calling it a day?
No, by finding a solution that doesn't leave us both broken.
Oh, really? A solution? This isn't a math problem, Lena. It's Mom. She's not a chore you can just outsource.
And she's not a weight that you have to carry alone. But you won't let me help.
Help? You call this help? Barge in here with your ready-made plans?
Because I'm scared. Jamie. You don't see what this is doing to you. God, Jamie, I don't know how much longer we can keep doing this.
No, she called me dad the other day.
Jamie.
What happened when she doesn't remember us at all?
Jamie, then we make her remember every day. Shh.
Then I look at the brochures. I think about the home.
That's all I'm asking.
And scene. Wow. Wow. Powerful, powerful. That was amazing, guys. That was amazing, guys. You okay, Jonathan? All right, we'll give Jonathan a minute.
It's
Are you
a
okay?
real situation for me
Real situation for
Oh,
you.
because my mom had a brain tumor
Oh, I'm sorry.
back in 2010, 2011, 2012. And she actually did start forgetting who I was.
Mm.
One day she'll remember, the next day she wouldn't.
Mm.
But she knew Sam Cooke. I would play the music. She knew Sam Cooke. She
Yeah.
would listen to that music. But I would walk in the room and she wouldn't recognize me. And man, did that hurt.
Mm.
Man, did that hurt. So I apologize, but
No,
I just connected with that for real right there. And I was trying not to do it, and I was just like, forget it. Forget it.
Yeah.
Just lean into it. So
Oh yeah, no, we have to
wow.
lean into those things of our experience. That's what makes the work so beautiful. That's what brings the magic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. What were your thoughts with your performance, Jonathan?
I think kind of going back to what Nikki was saying, sometimes this screen can kind of lock us into a space
Mm.
and don't give us the freedom of movement that, I believe could bring out a better quote unquote performance. But I believe, I think we did a good job. I think we did a better job playing off of each other a little bit more, understanding where we are, each one of us individually, and kind of leaning into that a little bit.
It's a great job.
Yeah,
It's a great job.
yeah. Very good, very good. Jasmine, how did you feel?
Miss Nikki reminding me to go on the journey of it all, the beginning to where we are in the end, and then being able to see my brother, because we started saying it's contentious, so much going on. We want to take care of mom both in our individual ways, neither one of us wrong. But after we did the first take, he was like, it would be nice if you allowed a moment to happen, to slow it down, to sharing that. And thank you for sharing this space with me. This was nice. Yeah.
Thank you for being a good sister.
And I'm preparing a character for a film. And this was exactly what I needed.
Wow.
So thank you. It is healing me
Mm.
in so many ways. So thank you so much for that.
Wow. Wow.
That's amazing. Go ahead, Reese. If you
Yeah. I've always been a person that like refrained from showing any writing that I've ever done because I just never knew how it sounded. I guess because I just never had people actually read it out loud. So you kind of recluse yourself into a space where you're like, nah, I'm just going to stick to what I know how to do. Especially since I'm someone who went to film school, and now like all my professors always told me, yeah, the place that it comes from, and then getting directives from someone who's done this plenty of times on some of my favorite shows. It's definitely reassuring. Y'all did a phenomenal job. This also hits home. This story is based off of a friend's situation of what they went through with their mother. He told me the situation, but of course, the lines are not the same.
Right.
And then I come from a family where it's lots of mental health issues on top of just Alzheimer's, dementia, and things of these nature that run on both sides of my family. So this was a scene that was in a longer short film that I took out because the lead character, who was Jamie, was already going through enough. He didn't need to fight with his sister. But I thought this scene was important, so I just kept it. And I didn't know what I was keeping it for.
Wow.
but I guess I kept it for this moment. As soon as because my friend, she actually did a previous episode of this, and she was like, "You need to submit that," and so I submitted it. So
Oh, that's
yeah, here we
awesome.
are. It's crazy how all of this kind of aligns the way it does. It's
Yes.
divine.
Yes.
You know, you're a beautiful writer,
Yeah.
Wow.
and they wouldn't be able to get to the depth that they did without the words putting it there.
Mm.
You
Mhm.
built the scene and they stood on top of it. I mean, it's really just a testament to your work and your talent. So it's really exciting to be able to meet all of you guys. And I cannot wait to see, what comes next. It's just beautiful work.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. And I will say it's important for writing stories, scenes, topics such as these, especially in the Black and Brown community. A lot of this goes on in our households behind closed doors. I'm sure we all have family or family members that we know that have either gone through this or are currently going through this. And it's really important to touch on and be able to shed light on this, and also be able to give information as well. So yeah, thank you for your writing. The moment that Jessica and I read this as we were going through the submissions, we loved it. We wanted that you were the first that was chosen, and then we went back and selected actors to fit your scene. And
Wow.
we wanted to find two actors that were powerful enough to be able to portray those characters and bring your story to life. So kudos to all three of you, and the fact that none of you guys know each other. You guys went through this and studied and learned the lines individually. There was no communication, prior, and was able to evoke emotion the way you did, and bring this together was amazing.
Beautiful.
Beautiful and emotional as well. So thank you guys.
And thank you so much for the platform.
Yes.
Just for actors,
Yes.
it's hard out here.
Amazing.
I am so grateful for this platform. This is so beautiful, and I pray it keeps blessing people. So thank y'all
Yes.
so much.
Yes, we're gonna continue to do the work. This is why we do it. This very episode right here, this hits home. It struck a chord in my heart. I'm sure it did for you all as well. And yeah, I really, this is a special episode to me. Jessica, what do you think?
I think everybody did a great job. It kind of threw me that Jonathan said he went through something similar, then Jasmine, then Reeves. I was holding it together because I had a grandparent that went through it and it was rough. But I was holding it together until the third person said that they dealt with it. And I'm like, look now, I'm not about to cry on here. So yeah, God makes no mistakes, because that wasn't coincident,
Yeah.
coincidence. So I'm definitely glad I got to finally get Jasmine on.
Yes.
We did, we've been trying to get Jasmine since last year.
Yes.
So glad we could get her on. Nikki, I finally got to meet you. It was very nice. Reeves, you did an amazing job with writing the script. I saw your
Thank you.
excitement when they first started on the first take. You should definitely continue to share your work because it's beautiful.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And Jonathan, you did a great job too.
Yes. Yeah.
Shout out to you for getting through to the third take. I'm not sure if you had been holding it in the first and second, but you
Yeah.
did a great job.
Yeah, all three of you guys, amazing. If we could please, I'm gonna go back around the room and I'm gonna have everybody state where they can find each other online, so that way you can share your contact information, and we will begin again with Jasmine.
All right, you can find me at J Shanice, I can't even spell my stuff now. JSHANISE at J Shanice on Instagram. Instagram. That's where you can find me.
All right, Jonathan, what about you?
Instagram is the official Jonathan C. Williams. I know it's kind of long, but and Jonathan is spelled like JOHNATHAN, C. Williams.
Okay, and Reeves.
Yeah, my Instagram is Wild Reeves, which is WILDREAVES. It's a play on my company, which is Wildcrest Entertainment. which that stuff is tagged in my bio along with my website as well for all of my content.
Nice, nice. And Nikki, even though you're widely well known, please share your information and plug what you have going on, and especially what you have going on February 8th.
Yes, thank you so much for this platform. The Blind Sides is kind of a brilliant idea. I just have to say it's really brilliant, and I love it. And I would like to come back, so please invite me again because I had a blast. Anybody can find me at Nikki Michaud on Instagram. And also my next pitch deck webinar is February 8th. It's free for a limited time. So if you have a project that you are working on and you are getting stuck, can't find funding, can't get it together, most likely problem is your pitch deck. I am sharing everything I know in this webinar to get you guys going on that next step and journey, because there are too many of us who got so much talent, but just don't understand the business portion to be able to get to that next level. And what I'm doing in Elevate Creative Talents is trying to bridge that gap so that more of us can tell our stories and change the world. I know, big goals.
Yeah, but that's all it takes. It takes, for one, it takes a
That's the vision.
village, but for each person to want to see the change that they, be the change that they want to see, that's what matters. And the more of us that do it, the more opportunities and the more sharing of knowledge there will be, and we'll be able to
Well, I
get
just
more
want to
people
say
through the
one
door.
thing too, because you kind of touched on it earlier, talking about Black men and these types of stories. And the fact that, Reeves, that you wrote this is really so important.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the biggest jobs in the United States is home healthcare assistants. And it impacts a lot of our communities. And these are the stories that people are living. It's
Yeah.
universal. And these are stories we need to be hearing and seeing, and the struggle, the humanity. And I just encourage you to keep going, because it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I agree. All three of you guys definitely keep going, stay booked and busy, and audition for any and everything that comes your way, because you just never know
Yes.
what might
Yeah.
take off for you. So kudos to all three of you. Thank you for all joining and wanting to be a part of Blind Sides. Jess, do you have any final words? Anything that you want to say before we go?
I don't, but I'm excited to see you guys moving
Yes.
forward with your projects.
Yes, absolutely. With that being said, this was Blind Sides, everybody.
Great job.
Yes. All right. Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Don't hang up. Let me stop the recording. first.
Such good work, guys. It's just
Yeah.
so amazing. So happy for you.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, thank you.
Before I
Are you
go,
giving them this tape? Because I don't know, maybe you can use it for something.
Yes. So what I do is
Oh, no.
I was recording at the same time, so I'm going to edit this down. Of course, remove all of the, the commentary that doesn't belong, and I'll make a clip readily available on Instagram, about 10 to 15 minutes long, and then the full version will be available on YouTube. And if you guys want a copy, an actual copy, I can upload that and send it to you guys, or what have you. But yeah, I'll make sure I tag everybody that's involved in this episode, so that way everybody can share it on their platform and people can see the performance and hear the writing as well. And like I said, we're utilizing our platform as leverage to give you guys spotlight, and you never know who's watching and paying attention. So just keep it up, keep going, don't be discouraged, and live the dream, man. Live the dream. I do want to say before we go, one last thing. We had a couple guests in the chat, and Dominique says, that was great. I appreciate the emotion y'all brought to the scene. Vanessa is clapping, virtual claps. And Dominique also said yes with like 4 S's. So, very good, guys. Yes, we had a small little in-studio audience, but people were watching live as well. So, yeah, I appreciate those who commented in the chat. All right, guys, that is it. I'm going to stop the recording. Make sure everybody is good to go. I got to wait for the green check mark for everybody. Nikki, it says you are at 62%, which so we may
What does
have.
that mean?
That means that you got to stick around for a little bit.
Oh,
Why does
okay.
it seem like
Okay.
the celebrity guest always is at a low?
I don't know. Everybody else got a green check mark, but
I didn't get a green check mark.
no, you're at 62%. So you're what it's doing is still uploading on your side. So maybe that's why you were
Okay.
seeing some of the lag from Jonathan.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and so it has to catch
Okay.
up. So it may. Do
No
you, do
problem.
you have somewhere else to be? Because this might take a few minutes.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Okay. But I guess while we still have you guys on, do you mind if they ask you any questions, Nikki?
Oh, no, I don't mind at all. I was about to get on, start doom scrolling, stop me. Yes, please. God, stop
Okay.
me. Okay, yeah, let's take some questions.
Yeah, if any of you
Okay.
have any questions, please feel free.
Well, Nikki, I just want to say you are the reason why we're able to act is because of you,
Oh, girl,
because
come
of thespians like you. I just, oh my goodness, love your work. I did not want to
Thank
girl on camera, but I love you.
Why not? Jesus Christ, I need that on tape, girl.
Let me say, when I tell my best friend, he is going to fall out. He is
That
going.
is so fantastic.
But my question to you is, what has sustained you as an artist over the years? Like, how do you, what keeps refilling your cup to be able to do this kind of work?
You know, as an actor, what always kept me going, honestly, was finding a group of creatives to work with and create our own stuff. Was really the most exciting thing. Like this film here, that's Low Life, which I did with Ryan, who I first did his first AFI thesis film. He was at AFI student film, and just running around with them, making these movies for no money, having a blast, and then in between getting the money job so you can pay the bills, right? And voiceover work is mostly how I have sustained is mostly through voiceover work. And if you can get into voiceover work, do it, because there's no judgment. You can work from home. You can make a lot of cash. It is the way, if you can get into it, it is the way to sustain you an entire career. That being said, creatively, jobs like that, like finding a creative home, finding a creative community to kind of play with, in between, chasing for that big thing, right, is really what excites me. And honestly, it's the irony of it is, he just mentioned the movie Night Patrol, which is coming out. I think it's going to come out in the fall this year. And that's with my friends that we've done several movies. This will be our third movie together. It's probably going to be the biggest movie of my career. And the irony is that it's just the thing that's been the most fun, just working with a group of people, trying to come up together. And they were supportive of me doing Summer of Violence. The DP who shot Low Life, who shot Night Patrol, shot my film. So I would say what sustained me is community, finding a creative community to play in, so that you can handle the no's, the BS, because oh my God, if that's all you had in this business, I just don't know, because it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So the creative community, which is really the whole impetus behind Elevate Creative Talents, is to create that creative community so you can find those people to hook up with and go make your projects, for no money, for $1 million, for $5 million, but whatever, go make your projects, because that's what we're here for, is to create.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Jonathan or Reeves, do you guys have any questions?
No, I'm just in awe just listening to the wisdom that's being poured out. I did have a question, but in the midst of the answer, in the midst of her response, I found my answer.
Yeah, awesome.
Because it's, like I said, coming off of my shoot where I wrote, directed my own short, my vision is up here, but the support is down here.
Yeah.
So how do you survive in that in-between zone and keep yourself motivated so you don't get, that depressed state? So it's that community.
I think community is it, but I think it's also okay to take breaks. I don't think that we can all just keep going. one thing that's been important to me has been going back to church in person. That's me. I'm a spiritual person. I believe in God, and I find it to be very grounding because making Summer of Violence was like, oh my God, it was a 2-year uphill straight mountain climb, and I am taking a much needed break and just kind of recalibrating. Like I like to clean my kitchen and cook right now. That brings me a lot of peace. So I think it's about finding those other things that bring us peace in the midst of pushing the ball up the hill, because it is a lot to make a project. There's a thing that they say, like, don't make a short, make a feature. And this isn't to get into the film versus TV argument, but the point being that it's the same work to do a short that it is to do a feature. And so there's like, you might as well go ahead and make the feature because you've got the movie, there's the monetary aspect of having an asset, that has more outlets to be purchased. But even though you did a short, it's still a lot what you're doing. It's a lot. It's all the same work. It's a lot.
Right.
And sometimes it's harder because you have less of a crew. And so much will fall on you.
Yeah. I do have a question. And you might cover this in your webinar.
Okay.
So I have like people have different terms for this. I have like a one-pager, synopsis of a show, right? I have not created a pitch deck yet, but more so my question is, once you create the pitch deck, because a lot of people know how to create the pitch deck so they can at least put one together, right? But a lot of people have the issues with, all right, what do I do with this? Who do I turn this into? Like, especially for like a lot of Black creatives who have these amazing show concepts, like who are trying to break into network and not necessarily like, they're trying to do breaking the network or breaking the streaming, however way they want to go. How do you get to that next step of like actually pitching your pitch?
Well, that all comes down to relationships. And how do you get the relationships? It's not pitch deck webinar, because the pitch deck webinar is just focused on creating the actual deck, which a lot of people struggle with. In terms of like, how do you get your project out there? That is all about the networking and understanding how to take yourself to the next level. And I get into that in my other courses, but just on the really quick, what I'll share with you is, first of all, when you got your TV show idea, you got your deck, get your teaser together, which is like 90 seconds. And then it's about meeting the right people. So, who are the buyers for your project and where can you find them, right? So you can find them at NAPTY, which is the television market, which is in Miami in February. They're all on Cinando, CINANDO. You can look up all the buyers; they're all there, and then their emails are there. You reach out to them. This is when you get into sales, which is what I teach. People understand the whole other back half of this is sales. It's all sales. It's all business. It's all sales. And another place, especially for Black creatives, if you're doing like a Black show and you want to end up on BET or All Black or what have you, Pan African Film Festival, ABFF, like, where are the Black folks at?
Yeah.
Go say hi. Go holla.
Yeah.
And get in those rooms and those parties, and you're meeting people and you're exchanging information. You're going to the panels. It is just, it's, and then you need to keep track of who you meet. Right? So now you got, and you don't need a CRM tool, but you need something because it's sales. And so this is the whole thing that I do in my masterclass is I teach you how to approach it. And then I walk you through step by step. And then I give everybody assignments like, okay, who are your top 5 people you need to hit? And let's go figure out a plan to get there.
Nice.
And I help you figure that out because, and the reason why I help with that is because I moved out here late. I didn't move until after college. Most people come, when they're a kid. I came as an adult, so you're already like 10 years behind or 10 years past due, so to speak. And so I was hustling to try to make those relationships and in those rooms and in those parts. And one of the reasons why I don't leave LA is because, there's a Santa Barbara Film Festival coming up that I'm gonna start networking at. There's Pan Africans here. You're gonna have the Essence House, the Macro House. I mean, everybody's just out, and you got to be out meeting people, and then staying on top of that. And it's kind of challenging because you may go to a party and meet 10 people, but you can't realistically have 10 coffees. You know, so how are you managing those relationships? And that's a whole other skill that I kind of walk people through to help you build those relationships. And then also, you always want to start with this is probably much more than you want to know, but I'm just going to break it down for you. You always
Go
want to
ahead,
start
everything.
with who you know.
Mhm.
You know, you can't stop me. Start with who you know. So where's your warm circle? Who do you know? Start there. Start with who you know, and then keep going from there. Another thing is now here's the real outsider story that I just love, which is I don't know his name, but he did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So you know what he did was he created a short. He did a
Morgan
short.
Cooper.
He did his own short version of his version of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and it went viral on YouTube. And he sent it to Will Smith. So there's also that. Just go do it, and then see if you can get some traction.
Yeah.
Whether it's a film festival or YouTube or TikTok.
Mhm.
But the most important thing is to be in action. Whether it's creating the content and getting it out there, going to networking stuff and meeting people, it's just you got to get out. Whether it's getting out your content, getting your personhood out, you just got to get out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the mini masterclass.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see where we're at with you, Nikki.
And Nikki, do you have a website for your masterclasses?
Yes, elevatecreativetalents.com. Elevate, but come to the webinar, it's free. That way you can come to the
I'll be
webinar, it's
there.
free. And I have a couple acting classes on my website. I have an audition class that you may like. And and I bundled it with the business of acting. So it's actually 2 classes in one. It's an audition class for self-tape, and then a business of acting class talking about how do you level up your career. You know, from under 5s to guest star to recurring to series regular. How do you level up your career? And I go through some thoughts of that. And I also break down how to get into voiceover.
Yeah.
You will be hearing from me.
For the low price of $47, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I
Oh, that
mean,
ain't bad at all. No,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, I don't understand. Like, what's the problem? This is like, you know, I would be on this if I was like,
Yeah, let them
I
know.
want
Let
to
them
see every
know.
girl get it.
And I'll also say while you're at it, if you guys have not done so, if you go to the blackscript.com or you can go to it directly, Black Network, blknetwork.blackscript.com, and sign up for a profile, and go ahead and create your profile. We're creating a community, like-minded individuals, actors, writers, filmmakers. And we're going to be sharing content there as well. We're going to be doing webinars. We're going to be having special guests on, such as Nikki.
love it.
After the episode after her class on February 8th, she'll be coming onto our platform for a live Q&A for the members who join her webinar. And yeah, we're gonna be doing
Is
a
it
whole lot of things.
blacknetwork.com?
Yeah, Black Network. So blknetwork.blackscript, blkscript.com. That's to get to it directly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can sign up, create a profile.
I can't
Please,
find it. I have to
can't find
click
it?
the link
I'll-
from your Instagram.
yeah, I'll send it, or yeah, the link that I sent you. Actually, the link that I sent you, Nikki, will automatically make you verified. You'll have a verified badge. So
Ooh, I love being verified. Someone has come and verify me.
You said I can see that on the IG page because I typed it in and it said it can't find it.
really,
Yeah, I might
Yeah,
have
me
talked.
too. That's exactly what mine said.
okay. Give me one
You want me
second.
to send it to everyone?
Yes,
or-
yes.
Well,
I'll
I
have-
have it in my he sent it to me in my email, right? Did you
Yes,
email it to me?
you have Nikki, you have a special invite. Everybody
Okay, well
else,
that's cool. Then I'm
yeah,
good then.
everybody else, I'll have Jessica send you a link. And then please fill out your profile and add a profile picture. I know some people do not like to put a profile picture. Please add a profile picture. It could be your logo, your company name, or your face. We just want it to look as nice and clean and show all the members as much as possible. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but also bear with us. It's still early stages, so we're still implementing things. But trust and believe we're going to be announcing a lot this year. So, we'll be building up that community. We just want to create and provide a space to where you guys have access to any and everything that pertains to TV and film for people of color. All right.
Thank you.
Will
Thank
we
you.
have opportunity to do this again?
Sure. Yes. So what we try to do, it won't be like immediate.
Right.
But if a script comes our way that makes sense to reach back out to you guys again, we will definitely keep you in mind. But we're also going to be keeping you guys in mind for opportunities and things of that nature too. So when castings come, anything where you guys could potentially have an opportunity, we're going to be sharing that with our community and letting everybody know.
Awesome.
So it won't just be blindsides. There'll be other opportunities that will come your way, and it'll really just be up to you and how passionate you are and determined you are to make it. Nikki, it looks like you're at 84%, so we still got a little
Well,
ways to go.
I'm gonna leave the computer on.
Got
I'm
it,
gonna
okay.
walk away.
Okay, all
I'm
right.
gonna go get a glass of water and go see what I'm doing.
No worries. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate all of you guys joining. Jessica does as well. I don't mean to speak for Jessica, but Jessica, if you want to
Yes,
say
it was nice meeting you all.
Oh, thank y'all so much.
yes,
Well,
yes.
I'm just gonna turn my camera off and hey, I'll talk to you later, man.
Okay, so it'll be me and Jess will still be on here, but everybody else, you guys can jump off
All right,
when you're
all
ready.
good.
All right, thanks.
Okay, thank y'all so much.
Yes, thank
And when
you.
will it be
Y'all nice
posted
meeting
on
you
the
all.
socials?
Sometime tomorrow. I don't want to
Oh,
give an
okay.
actual time, but it'll
Oh,
be
wow.
sometime
Oh yeah,
tomorrow.
of course. Tomorrow's that's
Yeah.
great.
Please
Awesome.
promote, repost,
Yes.
tag. We love it all, okay?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank y'all
you.
so
Yes.
much.
Thank you guys. Truly appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys.
Yes.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Oh, quick question before I go.
Yeah.
Is it possible, because I kind of recorded my perspective with my little camera here, can I use part
Yeah.
of the footage and just use two angles? All right,
Yeah,
perfect. And I'll
absolutely.
make sure I tag y'all and everything, of
Okay.
course.
Oh yeah, no problem. Not a problem at all. I would just say, are you going to use it tonight?
No.
Okay.
After y'all post.
Got it.
After y'all
Okay.
post,
Yes.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Perfect.
He read the fine print.
You're right.
I read the print.
Okay. Okay. Cool. But yeah, anything that you want to share, if you want to let other people know about Blindsides, please feel free. I will say at this very second, you can't submit to the Blindsides link.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm in the process of shifting that over into the network, so that way people who are members of the network, once you sign up and create a profile, you automatically have access to submit straight in there, or there'll be a form that you can submit in there.
Okay.
So that should be live in like the next 24 to 48 hours at the most. So I would say if anybody's interested that you know of and you pass the information along, just let them know. Maybe like by the weekend they can submit. Okay.
Sounds good. I'll let them
Awesome.
know. Thank
Yeah.
you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. You have a nice night.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Bye. Take care, Reeves. Boss,
Yeah.
I gotta go bathroom real quick,
Oh,
okay?
okay. All right.
You good, Dad? You got to let me know when